What keeps poor people poor? Have you ever wondered about this question? Have you ever wondered why there's so many impoverished people around the world? Now, this is one of the questions, the big questions that I've pondered for a long time. And it's like with any area of your life, like we all know how to be healthy, right? You eat healthy food, you don't eat too many calories, you burn more than you actually consume, and you'll be in good shape. But most of the population is obese, especially the Western world. Now, the same is true with money. Like, we all know how to make money, right? You become more valuable, you start a business, you have a side hustle, you save your money, you invest it, and after a while, you are likely to have more money and to not be poor anymore and to increase your income. But why do so many people still struggle? And I've searched for this answer for many years. I've been to so many wealth building and business seminars. I've read all the newspapers and the books. I've listened to the podcast. But the one thing that I believe this is your psychology. You see, if you're not wealthy today, the only thing that's stopping you is the psychology. You can find out exactly what you need to do. Like there's business blueprints for free. There's things on YouTube on how to get a salary increase and how to make income through a side hustle. Everything is figure outable, as Marie Forleo says. You can just Google it, search for it. So if you're not doing it, there's something in your mindset, in your psychology that's stopping you. So what exactly is it about poor people? How is their mindset different? Well, here's a couple of distinctions. The first thing that poor people have in common is that they have a get rich quick mindset. They want to get rich quick. They think that, yes, one day I'm going to hit it big. So what do? They buy lottery tickets, they go to gambling and betting shops, and they hope that, oh yes, one day I'm just going to be lucky and poof, all my needs are taken care of. And I live in East London, and this area isn't the wealthiest in London, to be honest. And within, a few 100-meter radius, there's like 7, 8 betting shops. And you see all these poor people on the street begging for money. And as soon as they get a quarter or a pound, they go in these betting stores to bet, hoping that they're gonna hit the lottery and to win that bet. And some of these stores are even called, like lad brokes. A store where you go if you want to be a broke lad. Lad brokes, that's why they call it that way. If you go to a wealthier area in London, you won't see any betting shops because rich people, they don't go to betting shops. They may gamble occasionally, just for fun, or they may lose it all in like a big scandal and leave their family in trash. But that's the minority. The majority of wealthy people, if they haven't inherited it, they built a business. They really created a psychology of wealth building, a psychology of wealth. And the thing with a get rich quick mindset, people don't want to do the work anymore. They expect something for nothing. I told in my earlier episode that, there's strikes going on all around in the Western world for people who expect something for nothing. Like economic conditions are hard and they expect the government to support them. But I think it's really important that you create your own securities. You create your own peace of mind. Don't wait for the government to go to rescue you. Don't strike and destroy your industry just to get a pay rise. This is not the way to live anymore. Rich people, they really take charge of their life. They say, you know what? I'm going to master this thing called finance. I'm going to increase my income. I'm going to do this side hustle. And maybe I don't see results for a couple of months or years or decades even, but I'm still going to hustle. I'm going to show up every single day. And the more you do that, the more you build momentum. And most poor people, I say most because of course there's many poor people as well who try to do their best, but they don't think like that. They just want the quick, easy money. They want to get that, I work for 1 hour, I get paid for 1 hour. They don't want to put in a couple of free hours to build a business or side hustle or to educate themselves on money. They want to get a quick fix, the instant result. And if you really want to increase your income, it's time to stop thinking linear, like something for something. That's what prostitutes do. Like, oh, I go with you for an hour, I get paid for an hour. It's literally a prostitute, a time prostitute in this sense. And the wealthy people, they think in different ways. They think, how can I provide more value to people? How can I build a profitable business? Look at the wealthiest people in the world. Apart from the ones that inherited the money, how many have not built a business? Zero, none of them. All of them have a successful business that serves people around the world and provides some sort of service. Like, how many of you watching or listening this has an iPhone or a MacBook computer or uses Windows? Why do you think that Microsoft and Apple are trillion-dollar companies? Because everyone is using it. Many people are complaining about Jeff Bezos, but how many people shop on Amazon? I just shopped on Amazon last night. Everyone around the world has heard of Amazon and they're using it and they're shopping on it. But he was willing to take a risk and to build that business. And when things weren't going his way, he kept on going and hustling and trying until he succeeded. And this is just the biggest difference between the poor and why the poor stay poor and the rich. It's their psychology and their mindset. The get rich quick mindset that's never going to work. Get rich quick is going to get you poor quick. Then there's the instant gratification. They want now. They want to feel good quickly. They want to get a result now. They want to get the money now. They don't want to wait for, months and years. This is so important, but, not many people talk about this. Nowadays, you see things like 5 minutes apps and build a business in, like 4 hours a week, the 4-hour work week. Everything is like instant gratification. But that's not the way that you really stop being poor. The way to get out of that is to change your mindset, to have a bit more patience. I had to start from zero, but I knew I had to start from zero, so I started waiting tables and cleaning dishes in a Thai restaurant. And finally, I was able to make a bit of money. I was able to afford like a shared room in a shared house with like 6 other rooms and 2 bathrooms, which wasn't very nice. But I knew that I had to start small. And if you search for my video on YouTube to start small, you will see me, in with a trash bag over my head in a restaurant because they didn't have money to buy aprons. So I had to cut a trash bag and use as an apron. But I was so inspired and so motivated because I knew that I had to start somewhere. And I saved my money, and eventually I could pay for an accounting degree and get a better job and to save more and invest more and to value myself more and to educate more. And that's how you keep the ball rolling. You start small. And many poor people, they start small, but they don't really want to continue. They just want to stay where they are, to keep having that instant gratification rather than starting small, have a little bit more patience, and really work on honing their skills and becoming more valuable, and to save and invest and really create a psychology of wealth that all of the wealthy and rich people have. So now I would love to hear from you, like, why do you think that poor people are poor and the rich are rich? What kind of psychology differences do you think that they have? DM me or let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next episode.